So as we talked about last week, the week before, and probably the week before, Carlos Correa went here. Then he went there, and now is he going to stay here? And it's just an absolute nightmare for Mets fans and probably everybody that is in Correa's office. And the things that we know right now at the time of the recording is there's really nothing else to update except for he hasn't officially signed anywhere. On December 14th, the Giants and him agreed to a 13-year, $350 million contract. 6 days later, they canceled it. Press conference, they wanted to work through some of the stuff, but there was concerns on his medical reports. So Scott Boras, who is one heck of an agent, said, all right, called up the owner, Steve Cohen of the Mets, and apparently they agreed to a 12-year, $315 million deal. Then on December 21st, one day later, he flew to New York to go under a physical, and the Mets, just like the Giants, weird, all of a sudden have some concerns. So what is your take on the Correa situation?
It's weird. He's got a plate in his ankle, but it's never really put him on the IL or anything like that. Just reading, he's played 89% of his games the last few years.
Yep.
The ankle is not injured. Something in there, whatever. I'm not a doctor. Something in there is throwing them off. But it's weird. It's a concern only because they're paying him so much for so long
time. And yeah, so the injury did happen when it was surgically repaired right ankle when he was in the minor leagues. Yeah, in 2014. But apparently there was a slide into second base last September that caused some pain. The pain is kind of lingering, although he didn't really miss time and the injury wasn't really because of it. But there's that pain and that fear, like, hey, I mean, you got to put yourself in your situation. If for whatever reason you drop $350 million on something, you want that ankle to good.
It's annoying, honestly. Is he going to get $350 million? Is he going to get 315? Is he going to get 12 or 13 years? Like, you either want him or you don't. He'll eventually, I think, probably sign with the Mets. They'll figure something out. Or there was talk beginning of last week, hey, maybe he signs with the Twins again for another 1-year deal, which if he does, whatever. I'm kind of sick of it. Over it. Just sign and move on. I mean, if you're one of these teams, if you're a player on one of these teams, and you don't know if you're moving your position or whatever because of this, that would be annoying.
Yeah,
he's a good ball player. His track record speaks for itself. He's proven in the playoffs. They either want him or they don't. I think though the Mets will end up with him.
I think so too. And like I said, and the biggest thing is they're like, oh, if we only signed him 5 or 6 years, the ankle will probably hold up. Will it for 12? But then there's a lot of other things. I mean, he could slide in and break a finger. He could, hurt his shoulder. There's a lot of things. I feel like a surgically repaired ankle is the least thing. I mean, he's got plates and all that stuff probably in there. That thing's probably stronger in the right ankle than the left one. But hey, again, we're not doctors and we're not there. But I guess $350 million, 12 years is apparently what he's wanting, and he doesn't want to take any less years.
He's got to go through this.
Yeah.
He's got to deal with it. Let whoever signs him, it's their money.
It is.